to talk about the 73 to 79 Ford truck, just because we have released a bunch of new Ford trucks, as well as Econolines, and recently found out that this fits later year Econolines as well.
Okay, so for the van guys, there you go. You're not left out in the dark.
Yeah.
You know.
We previously thought we only had a Chevy van dash, but now comes to find out we have a Ford van dash as well.
Do you know what years you're finding out that the Ford gauge
They're
fits?
a little bit later. I believe it's 75 to 82, I believe, off the top of my head.
Okay.
We can check that out later, but I believe it's a little bit later than what the actual Ford truck is.
Right. Good old Ford making the you going into the parts bin to make their cars, you know?
Yeah.
Just like every other car company out there does.
Exactly. And same thing with all the vans, like even on our Chevy vans, it's like stuff, the ranges on vans are a little longer than trucks. They don't put as much into changing the vans as they do on the trucks.
Yeah, look at my 1-ton van. They ran that from like 2002 all the way up to 22. They ran the same body for 20 years. Everything's interchangeable. You know? It's ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's just one of our good old digital dashboards, you know, comes with all the sending units, has fully programmable speedometer, GPS capability, 0 to 60 timer, quarter-mile timer. Now, something we've introduced as well is a fully programmable temperature gauge. Okay. So we get like the call here or there, like, hey, my temperature gauge is reading like 10 degrees high or 10 degrees low. What can I do about that? In the past, it was really just add a resistor or something to bring it down. The tolerances on these temperature sending units are about 10 degrees or so, give or take.
Depending on who you're using and what aftermarket company and everything else.
Exactly. So now we actually have our temperature gauges fully programmable. So say you're reading 10 degrees hot. There's a procedure in here utilizing the dimmer functionality of the gauges to basically, in your initial key turn, turning on, powering up the gauge, if you have as long as you have your dimmer hooked up correctly, if you don't, you could do it with the dimmer wire itself.
Right.
But as long as you have the dimmer wire hooked up correctly, you flash your lights 2 times to engage the dimming function twice, and then it puts the temperature gauge in a programming circuit. And then it basically slowly goes minus 50 to plus 50, and then you'll just flash your lights one more time on whatever value you're looking for.
Right.
So say if it's 10 degrees hot, you want minus 10. When it gets to minus 10, you flash your lights. It'll acknowledge that. It'll do a little restart up, and then boom, temperature gauge is programmed.
No, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. It's rid of a lot of headaches and stuff. Makes it, more user-friendly again. At the end of the day.
Let's see. Of course, got all the Chevy stuff. There's your universals.
Individuals.
These are other individuals, and they do have box body Mustang, at least up to 86.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go start building some of the later model ones?
We are. When it comes to later model stuff,
up to like 93, the older, it's still box body style.
Yeah. When it comes to like later model stuff, such as like what you're talking about, the later model box bodies, the only hurdle in our way is just speed, like speedometer issues, because they switch over to like an electronic speed sensor, which we actually are working on fix for that right now as well.
Okay, that's good.
The little converters we're making to convert digital signal speedometers to analog, so they work with our gauges, basically converting sine wave to square wave.
Okay. All right, so you're trying to, because you already have the speedometer cable to digital, you're just trying to reverse engineer basically.
Now basically, we're trying to get, because like when it comes to electronic speed sensors that are in, more late model stuff, they're just giving off a different signal than what our gauges are programmed for.
Right.
So now we're just coming up with a converter to get those to work as well.
All right. There's your 65 to 66 Mustang, and when I do put this video out, I'm going to put some pictures up of the the other Mustang models that they do offer. But, you know, this is
65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and then it jumps up to the
Fox body.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, like I said, you know, the digital analog guys, it's still got that classy look, but it'll communicate with any modern updates that you do.
Yep.
You a little more, you know, some of these older speedometers, they bounce around and jump around as they get older. So if you do switch to these and you go and you're trying to use these as an update to put a better gauge system into your car, but retain the old system, they do have the converter, which we will talk about here in a little bit, to where you can convert your regular cable-driven signal over to a digital signal. So,
yeah, no, and these 65, 66, I mean, these are some of our best sellers as well.
Yeah, and you can get a couple of different screen colors.
Yeah, basically we have the black background version. This one is just simply black with white LEDs. This is our good old vanilla basic, and then you can go to the white lightning style, which would be the white background.
Right.
And then you choose what color LEDs and what color needles you want.
Okay.
So this one obviously is white on red with red needles. I think it looks really sharp.
No, it does.
One. But yeah, you can get blue. Like this one, if you go down to the Aurora, this cycles through what colors you might expect.
Yeah, this Aurora series, guys, this is just something else because it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but it's almost holographic. And I mean, it's not, but just the way it looks as you're looking at it, it really looks holographic. And with your screen in the center, what were you saying you guys do with the screens in the center? It's got a whole bunch of different options.
Yeah, you can do clocks. You can do your trip and your odometer and stuff like that. But you can do a clock. You can have it display the temperature in a digital variant. I mean, there's a plethora of things you can do in there.
Everything that a modern car has.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all your options. You know.
Yeah.
Get your digital readout on your speed. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Quarter mile times. So when you get out there and play and have fun, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Of course, you know, got the Chevy truck stuff, Tri-5s. But like I said, everything, and he said earlier, everything starts out as digital like this. So if they don't offer it in analog yet, give them some time. Call them up and tell them, hey, when you guys can offer it, and they'll start working on it.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you got to start out with digital first, prove the systems out, and then, just like this one right here, that third one up, that's all digital pretty much, but with a little bit of time, they ended up with the digital analog. So you got different options for each one. And all these individual gauges you can purchase and build your own gauge pack and put your own setup together.
Yep.
So, I think we're going to go in and talk about a couple other things that you guys have to offer.
Sure, move forward.
So, all right, guys. Just doing a quick little video here, show you guys what they have to offer. And when you do call up here and you want to talk to the tech guy, that's Matt. That's who you're talking to. This guy's kind of knowledgeable, actually very knowledgeable. Really knows what's going on here. So, all right, take it easy.